I wanted to make a quick day 2 video with updates here. So as you can see, I currently have 0 points because I haven't done anything yet today. This won't be the greatest video because I haven't really been prepping buildings to be popped today because I've been saving resources for higher upgrades. But in general, throughout the week, on days 3 and 4, you should be saving to pop those on day 5. And on days 6 and 7, and then on day 1, you should be saving to pop those on day 2. And by saving to pop them, I don't have an example in here, but when you're done upgrading a building, you'll see the present. You don't have to pop that, just let it sit there until this day comes around, and then you pop it to open it. If you have an issue accidentally clicking presents to pop, there is a setting in here. You scroll down, you see construction confirmation. If you enable that, then it'll give you, when you click the present, it'll say, are you sure you want to pop this? And it just enables you to do that, or it gives you a warning so that you don't accidentally click it. So, but that's mainly what today is about, is base expansion, because it's called base expansion. You get points for using speed ups and increasing your building power. That's the main thing. To couple that, you should come in here to your tech center, and if it isn't already, this alliance dual tree, you should be maxing this out. This should be your number one priority if it is not maxed out right now, because it will give you the most points you can get. So the other stuff you could do, which people don't seem to do for some reason, is dispatching a UR trade truck and performing one legendary secret task. I've researched my tech tree for my truck here to this point where I get 5 trucks a day. So that means I get 200,000 points per truck, 5 per day. So I get 1,000,000 points just by sending out 5 UR trucks. Easy. Then you got these legendary secret tasks, 150k. You come into the secret tasks. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you get 8 times 150 would be, well, 1.5 minus 300, so 1.2 million right there. So just between, for me at least, just for the 5 trucks and whole gold tasks, I'm getting 2.2 million, 2.3 million right there, and that's our minimum per day. It doesn't take that much prep work. Now, if you're not level 27, you're not going to have these mega refresh or mega deploy here down at the bottom. So I'll show you normal look. So this is what you'll see. I currently have 22 tickets to refresh these. So what I do is I'll send out these 3 yellows, and then I will refresh the rest of them until they're yellow. Once you're level 27, you get access to this mega, and it just makes it quicker. But essentially, I'm going to mega deploy, and I'm only going to send out these 3 yellow tasks. Perform now. So those 3 are out, and that just gave me 450,000 points. Then I'm going to come back in here, and I'm going to mega refresh the rest. Now, I only have 22 tickets, so it's not enough to do all of them with just tickets. So it's going to, well, maybe it is. So it's going to cost me 20 tickets, but sometimes it'll cost me gems. Sometimes, I do this every day. I send nothing but purple and yellow. So I will spend up to 1,000 gems a day just sending out these tasks. But the amount of gems we earn through reward packages and stuff easily replenishes that. So that shouldn't be a concern. You got to take yourself out of maintaining your own gem supply for your own personal use if you're going to be in an alliance. Okay, you need to think about the overall good of the alliance and the overall growth and power of the alliance when you use your resources. So this is taking 20 tickets, confirm. Now it's all yellow. Then I'll send the rest of whatever heroes I have left to fill what these tasks require. Perform now. So there. So those will all be done in 2 hours, and then in 2 hours I'll collect them, and then I'll send these other 3. Now what I do is I come in onto my watch and I set a 2-hour timer, like maybe since the first one is 1 hour and 58 minutes here, I'll set a timer for 1 hour and 57 minutes to make sure I can log back on and claim them before someone loots them. Because when you're going around and looting tasks, that's because their timer is done, but they haven't claimed them yet. That's when you're looting tasks. So you should be claiming these the moment that they're done, so you lose as little rewards as possible. You'll never lose these map pieces, but you'll lose these resources here, the boxes or the ore or the experience points, things like that. Now this part is done. Now I'm going to go to my trucks. So there's 2 things. You come in here. You could do it from here, where you see these 3 trucks, or you could just click the truck icon here. I typically prefer to do it from where I can see the 3 trucks, and there's a specific reason for that. So, and this is why. So I'll click it, and I will refresh them. It usually takes 5 to get to a UR, but it could be faster. So this is a good UR truck, so I'm going to send that with my strongest, because this will give me 4 UR shards, plus a recruitment ticket and some other miscellaneous things. So I'm going to send that out. Then I go to the next one. So there's another UR. I'm going to hold that just as an example. So I'm going to send this with my second squad, but let's just say I wanted to save this truck for my first squad. The first squad's busy, so I'm going to save this truck. So I'm just going to click out of it and keep it there and click the next truck. So here's an SSR truck. So this isn't a bad SSR truck. You got 2 shards, you got some alliance points, epic gear chests. It's good for dismantling, for resources. This one's not bad, but I'm gonna go ahead and refresh it because it's not great. But a lot of the times you'll find that SSR trucks actually have some really good resources, so you do want to save them, but you don't want to send them today. So you can save it until tomorrow. If you just click out of it, it'll stay right there where this purple truck is at, if you only send out these 2 trucks throughout the day. Okay, so most of us only have 4 trucks, so you just send out a group of 2, you're done. It'll take 4 hours for the first set, 4 hours for the second set, you're done. And then tomorrow at reset, you can send out the purple truck that has great resources. So it's just a lot of things you got to think through to make sure you can maximize your points while also getting the most resources you can. So I'm going to send that out too. And I'm going to see, this one isn't fantastic. It's great. I'll just send it out with my third squad just so I can get it out. So there we go. I've sent out 5 tasks and 3 trucks, and that has given me 1.3 million. I'll go ahead and open these. So the red dot isn't there. And then the last thing you could do, other than purchasing packs that have diamonds, is you recruit survivors. And that's simple enough. Just come in here, recruit heroes, move over to survivors, and you just recruit these guys. I just go 10 at a time. You've all done this. Just what I'm really hoping for is to get some lawyer survivors, because I'm trying to boost my Alliance Center help time. I'm going to finish these off. So once those are done, you can just check it. So that brought me up to 1.7 million. Our Alliance minimum currently is 2.3 million, so I only need another 500,000 points. I'll get there with the other 2 trucks that I have, plus one task. So it's very easy to get to our 2.3 today, and really any other day. As far as the survivors go, I got 1 new one here. So then I just kind of float around and I see where I can add, or where a new survivor came through. So over here at the iron, I got some new ones. So I'll just go ahead and fill this in. I'm not too concerned with which survivors where there. So when I was talking about the lawyers and survivors, let me get the rest of these filled up. So right here, Alliance Center, you come into here. So I can get help 27 times, but I only get a time decrease of 1 minute and 20 seconds per help, or 2% of the overall time left over. So this is helpful for batch healing troops. The other helps is 2% of time. Like right now I have my tech center going. This thing was taking 25 days when I started. So obviously the 2% is higher than the 1 minute and 20 seconds. So it's going to take 2% off of time remaining for all 27 helps. All right, so it brought it down from 25 to like 21 or 22 days when I first started this, which is great. But it's the batch healing that's especially helpful. So in here, I can get help 27 times for 1 minute and 20 seconds each. So that only gives me about, maybe a 30 to 40 minute time decrease. So I can only really heal batches of 100 at a time. Now, if there's a bunch of us online, it's not the worst thing in the world. We'll all be able to heal through it, but at 100 at a time. But if you're able to increase that time to 15 minutes, like I have in another account of mine, the help time for me, I get 24 helps, but they're 15 minutes each. So I'm able to batch heal 400 plus soldiers at a time in the same amount of time that it takes this account to do it. So it's literally 4 times faster, and maybe even more depending on how many people we have online. So that's day 2. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know.